Hello guys, I hope you're doing well and welcome back to another Sims 4 building video. Today I thought we could look at building a tiny home and make it a starter home, so it has to stick within the budget of 20k. I am absolutely the worst person. If you know me by watching my streams either on Twitch or TikTok, you know that I can never stick to budgets when it comes to builds. I don't know what it is, I just can't stick to them. So this is my challenge to myself that I'm setting because I need to learn how to stick to budgets. It's awful. And if you are like me and you are the exact same and you cannot stick to budgets, I am also challenging you to upload something on the gallery that has stuck within our budget. But let's get into it because I want to build in Newcrest today because there's these tiny lots here which are literally 20 by 15 and it makes no sense to have anything on them other than a tiny home. I am super excited to do this, so let's start off by actually turning this into a tiny home residential. As you can see here, we've got all these different tiers. Now if you don't have tiny living and you don't know what these tiers do, essentially each of them have different rewards that you can have. Micro homes will have the best rewards out of all of them because they are the tiniest, and essentially it's things like relationship gain, your plants grow really fast, your skills get up really quickly, so that is super useful to have. So today I've decided we are going to do a micro home, but any of these tiers here are really good for challenge gameplay, especially if you're doing something like rags to riches, because it just makes life 10 times easier. Tiny living is actually one of the only smaller packs that I bought because I just feel like it's so useful to have in the game. So let's get into it. I don't know what type of build I'm going for. I imagine I'm gonna try and go for a modern build out of anything. I'm kind of thinking it will end up looking like some sort of modern portable home. So that is 32 by 32, so that is a micro home and I can't have anything else. I don't know if I want to do any sort of like weird bump outs and stuff. I don't know if I just kind of want to keep it to the shape. If we experiment for a little bit and see what works. So if we get a roof in here and see if we can make this look a little bit interesting. That looks a little bit terrifying, but I have a feeling there is gonna be ways of us making this look fun. Oh, we could go for like a black and white style build. We could also make it look very like eco living with like a metal roof. Maybe not that metal roof though, because that looks kind of rusty and I think I want it to look like kind of modern. I'm not gonna stick to limited packs because as much as I would love to do that, I'm already giving myself the challenge of having a budget. So I think maybe I should stick with this. I feel like if I give myself too many challenges, I will just become overwhelmed and I will not want to do this video anymore. So I'm thinking kind of something like this could be cute. I guess we could put it up on a platform as well. My only thing is, do stairs count? Look, we could do something like that. It looks really ugly. Let me fix it. We could get a little foundation like that. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I want to try and use the tiny living stuff as much as possible. So maybe we could use this door. Maybe we could do it in a different color. I don't like it, guys. I'm not in love with that. I'm not mad at having a like one of the, ooh, we could do this one. My only thing is with this is that it isn't 2 doors wide. Okay, this changes everything. I was gonna say, if it's 2 tiles wide, that makes life a lot harder when we come to furnishing the inside. I'm thinking maybe we could put windows everywhere. I don't know if that's gonna be really super annoying when we come to furnishing because in fact, I know it's going to be super annoying when it comes to furnishing. I'm kind of thinking we could move this back a little bit and maybe we will make a weird bump out. I'm just thinking in terms of there being like a bathroom in here because I feel like that's going to be the most important thing. Maybe we could get a tiny another roof on here as well. I don't know if this is going to look weird. Definitely is the answer to that. I don't know, you know. I'm not mad at it. See, something like this isn't bad. Like, I'm not mad at this at all. See, already, this is a tiny home. It looks ugly, and I've already spent 5k. This is what I mean when I say that budgets and me just do not get along. I'm thinking we go maybe a little bit more asymmetrical with the windows. So we could do maybe like one like this, and then get the like longer one, and like pop that next to it. Just so when we come to building and furnishing, we can have this be the bedroom area, this be the kitchen, and this be the bathroom. So there isn't some weird window either in the bathroom or in this area here. I don't think I want to break the space up with walls because I feel like that will just get really, really complicated unless we use half walls. But I feel like in a small enclosed space like this, we're going to have to use something like room dividers so it opens it up a little bit more. Kind of leaning towards using this tile from Cats and Dogs and then keeping this like really plain wall color on the walls. Now, I don't really know where to start. I think I'm gonna try and add in some sort of build items. Don't really know where to start in this build. I kind of want to use one of the Murphy beds because that makes the most sense to me. In a space like this, it would just be rude not to use it. So we could get a cheeky Murphy bed, and then depending on the colors that are in the Murphy bed, then we could match everything to that. They also have these really cute bookshelves that like slot onto the side of the Murphy bed. I really like the grayish, like greeny color that we've got in this sofa. So I kind of want to use that throughout the apartment because I never get to use that as a swatch. This rug is near perfect to that color, so I kind of want to use this. That does mean that there isn't going to be some sort of like bedroom space in here, but I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. Like if you're living in a tiny home like this, I feel like it kind of makes sense that your bedroom becomes your living room. I think we could probably do the bathroom pretty quickly. I think we're gonna have to have a really basic shower. Now, if you have the packs that have the individual showers, that would be perfect in a 3 or 4 tile bathroom like this because you could put the shower in the middle because your Sims can actually walk over them. I don't have any of those packs, so I am just gonna use a base game shower for now. And then if you guys download this build and you have those packs, definitely put it in. I'm thinking to make it a little bit interesting, what if we go with like the black and white theme in here and then we can get some sort of tile that kind of matches that vibe. I'm not gonna do it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do it, but I want to do it. I'm not going to. Oh, I could so use this tile. I'm a little bit obsessed with this one. There's so many cute colors as well, but I feel like this one works really nicely in here. Definitely want to get some really cute tiles on the floor as well. I feel like something like this might work quite nicely. I decided to flip round where the toilet and the shower are because that makes so much more sense to me. Also, change it to a little bit of a more expensive shower. I know for a fact that this rug here has a really cute swatch that matches that grey-green swatch that we have. I'm obsessed with these hand towels from Season, so I'm going to add these on the wall. I also don't think it's too much of a stretch to have some sort of mirror be in this room. Like something like that kind of works. I don't know if that's going to get in the way of the shower. I also feel like there's just a lack of decoration in this room. So I want to add these cheeky little plants. Now, there's not going to be a sink in this bathroom, but there will be a sink in the kitchen, so it's okay. At least that's what I'm telling myself. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm contradicting myself because I said I wasn't going to use half walls, but I feel like it makes sense. Now, in terms of the kitchen, these base game counters, I feel like will fit the vibe of what we want to create. I also think it will be worth getting rid of this window so it doesn't look really weird. We've obviously got to have the essentials in here, and I don't want to make it like a tiny home that has like a mini fridge and stuff, so I do want to have like a normal sized fridge in here. I don't want to have to use the complete basic stuff, but I'm going to. I take it back. It's not the complete basic stuff, but it's okay. And then we'll get some cabinets on the wall like this. And I will get rid of the Murphy bed for now, but I'm just trying to work out what the best way to lay this out would be. We can get some of these tiny living bar stools here, which have the same wood swatch both as the floor and the kitchen cabinets. I don't think that that's awful. We've now got to come up with some sort of living area space. And the Murphy bed does still fit here, even if we have that half wall. And then maybe we could bring in another one of these bookshelves again. I feel like that's not too bad. In the living area, I did want to use this one, but I think I'm going to lean more towards using this tinier one, because if we use that tiny one, we could sneak like an armchair, like reading nook in here, which I think is a good plan. Obviously, got to sneak a cheeky plant in. It's a Ros build. I think we could maybe fit a lamp in here as well. I'm hoping there's one that has a good wooden swatch on it though. There's this one from City Living that I barely ever use, but I feel like we could maybe sneak this in. We could possibly even put it behind the chair. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, she's back again. My favorite lamp. And she just fits so nicely in here. She just fits so nicely. I think it might be worth fitting in some tiny little plants in here for a little bit of decoration. I also think it would be worth putting in a couple with windows in here too. In terms of us having some sort of window coverings, I feel like these ones are going to work really well, because again, they have that wooden swatch that just matches all of the other ones that we have in here already, and they have that really modern vibe as well, so I feel like it would just work really nicely. I think that looks really cute actually. I'm not mad at that at all. I kind of want there to be a backsplash in here, and I think this one would work the best, and then we could get a column to cover up what it looks like on that side. I want to put some sort of thing in this corner. I think a skill building item, because we haven't got any of that in here already, and also it just feels like a wasted space. I'm also going to slot one of these on here as if they're working. I'm not mad at having the guitar there. I'm not mad at that. Okay, and then we're going to need a rug entering into this build. We could also maybe afford to put a cheeky little plant on there as well. I don't want to clutter it up too much, because we are at our budget and we haven't done any of the landscaping outside. Nothing. Do you see what I mean when I say I can't stick to a budget? Okay, we are gonna have to make this outside just look nice somehow. We could do something like this. Does that look really weird, or is that kind of fun? I think in a space like this it works, so I'm not mad at it. If we get some dirt around here too, I feel like this would make sense. We could, in theory, have some landscaping like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's nice. I don't like it. I think with the budget that we have, I can't do any of the landscaping that I want, even if I use debug. So I think we're gonna have to get some really basic landscaping in here. Just real basic. Maybe a couple trees out the back, and then obviously a little bit of terrain paint to make it feel a little better. Adding just a tiny bit more here without it looking too crazy. That's not too bad. I'll have to take that, because we are nearing our budget and I feel like I am just gonna go haywire. I think in the future I do want to return to this build and try and add a little bit more landscaping and make it look a little bit nicer, but for a first attempt, I'm not mad at it. She's not bad. So let's give a tiny little tour. And when I say tiny, I mean tiny, because this is all there is. And also the bathroom over here, which I feel like could have been done a lot nicer. Overall, it's not bad. Do I love it? No. Am I going to return to this build? Yes. I hope you guys have enjoyed this build. It's been a challenge for me and I've wanted to do a build like this for a little while, but I do think I will attempt this again. So leave any suggestions in the comments below and I would love to read through them. If you want to download this build or any of my other builds, which I promise are better than this one, they will be up on my gallery, which will be linked in the description below. I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day and thank you so much for watching.